going on, hooligans? It's only been just over a week, I think, but oh my god, it feels like so much longer. I have a very fun video planned, but first I kind of felt like I needed to get this video done before I kind of tried to jump back into anything else. Now, before we get into it all, I'm not going to like add any music or anything like that because I just want this to be like a, I guess it's going to be kind of a serious thing. But yeah, we're going to get into it all. And it's just, it's just going to be me talking. If you watched the last live stream, you know that I was dealing with these anxiety issues that kind of went into like something else that I really never experienced. And kind of through that whole thing, I don't know, haven't really gotten any answers, as well as it's just kind of put me into like a really kind of shitty depression. And I don't know, I'm going to talk through it. Also, if you see this whole thing going on behind me, that is explained in the fun video that I have planned. So just, yeah, don't worry about all that right now. All right, so it's one of those things, like I had kind of mentioned, these health issues that I was dealing with, I guess like the anxiety issues that went into this weird throat thing that's going on. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I guess like, you're dealing with like health things and you just want them to be over, especially when it's kind of like negatively affecting you somehow. I don't know. I felt like with dealing with it, I didn't really have like a concrete answer of what was going on with me. I just didn't know what to do, where to go with it. You know what I mean? I still have to wait to hear from the cardiologist and everything. I understand. They said like in the next couple of weeks and everything. I totally get that. It's just one of those things when you don't have the answers of really like what's going on with you. It can kind of mess with you sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just honestly, I don't know. I felt like I couldn't really like do the videos as much as like I wanted to. I couldn't put the same like, amount of effort and creativity and like, I don't want to say like passion and stuff because like it was always on my mind. But yeah, I just felt like I couldn't really do it because I had this other thing like weighing on me at the same time, like not knowing what's going on with me. Not sure like when I'm gonna hear from a doctor or anything like that. It's just like everything was kind of like snowballing. And there's been other things going on. Like I gotta get a new TV now. Mine still works, but it has like this like line that goes through almost the middle of the screen where the pixels are just dead. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, it felt like it was just on top of the health things. It was just fucking other things like left and right that was going on. And yeah, it put me into a really shitty depression, to be honest. I wanted to do the videos. I'd sit down and I'd, turn the camera on, but then I didn't really know like what to talk about. I didn't really know what to do, to be honest. I didn't want to just keep talking about like what's going on with me as far as the health issues, which I guess in a way this video kind of is that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It threw me off. Honestly, like I didn't watch last night's Walking Dead, and I didn't even watch last week's Walking Dead. I have no idea what's happened for the past 2 episodes, just because, yeah, I didn't really want to watch like the shows that I love watching. I didn't want to watch like movies or anything. And if you're just stumbling on this and you don't know, I love movies. I love watching shows. Like I'm a huge cinematography nerd. I love the way like things are shot, like just the way stories and callbacks and parallels between characters. I love it. So yeah, that was, I don't know, it was just messing with me. Yeah. Also, one thing that was kind of messing with me recently, I don't know, I was kind of getting, I guess you could say like a little self-conscious about the channel and everything. Recently, just a lot of people, well, I don't want to say like a lot and make it seem like a fucking ton of people have been hitting me up. But like, the people that have been hitting me up and they want to see the channel, like their first question is always, well, you don't get that many views and you don't have that many subscribers, so why do you keep doing it? Like, why do you keep doing the videos? And I found myself in like this state where I almost had to I was almost like defending why I do the channel, or at least I felt like I was in a way. And it was just one of those things that, like, when you're constantly kind of I don't know if I was trying to convince people or I was just kind of like telling them why I do it, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, people, I felt like I was like defending it because it was just like, because there was no money aspect involved in this. They just didn't understand like what the point of it was, or like why even do it. And I don't know, maybe it's one of those things, like when you hear something enough, or when people question something enough, in a way, like, you start thinking about it. Like, I kind of was like, man, like, fucking, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, are these people right? Like, what, like, I don't know. It put me into a weird state where I was questioning, like, what to do, like, with the channel, or even what am I, like, have I done anything worthwhile, to be honest? Like, if I'm gonna be 100% honest here, I really wasn't sure if I had done anything that, I don't know, maybe made an impact with anybody, or made a change with anybody, or I don't know. I was just like, I don't know, questioning everything in a way. I need a sip of my water here. We're gonna see. Hopefully there's no like bad gaps or something where I can just, like, I don't know. I want to keep the editing down as much as I can on this video, just so people understand that it is just like genuine. This is like, I'm not trying to like I'm not gonna put sad music or anything like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know, just lately it was just, I don't know, besides like the whole fucking anxiety or whatever the fuck's going on, it's just like, I don't know, I got put into a real shitty depression, you know? Excuse me. But yeah, so with everything, yeah, I felt like, you know, with everything going on with me personally, and then just like with constantly almost having to explain why I do the channel, why I love doing it, constantly like having to, like, I don't know, talk about like why, because like, even though I don't get paid for doing this, why it's like worth it for me, and why it's like, you know, why it's a thing that I enjoy doing. And yeah, that just, I don't know, when that's a constant thing, I don't know, maybe I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, it starts to kind of like weigh on you, it starts to mess with you a bit, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was just fucking those two things, and then the TV get like little line in the middle and everything, that was messing with me. Not doing the videos was messing with me, and honestly, like, fucking last year, this is something that keeps like weighing on me for some reason. It's one of those things, like last year, like I just started doing short films, you know what I mean? Like I tried my hand at it and just kept fucking trying, basically. Last year, what did we do? 7? We did like 7 or 8 little short films. But I haven't done one this year, and for some reason that's just been really messing with me as well. I don't know. Like, I know it's one of those things, like, I can get one done, you know what I mean? Especially when the time is right and the motivation and everything is right, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I think I'm putting too much pressure on myself about it. Or it's like I'm comparing myself to what I felt like I accomplished last year. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of messing with me too. Just not having done a short film before. And I think I've talked about it before. So yeah. And it's like, I don't know. What's that? The one quote where it's like, comparison is the companion of failure, or something like that, you know what I mean? Or comparison is like the friend of disappointment, or so, it's something like that. Like when you compare yourself to other people, like you're bound to get disappointed somewhere along the line, or start like feeling bad about yourself. And I guess like in a way I was kind of feeling like that too, because I was checking out these other short films and I was seeing like the things that these people are doing and everything, and I was like, holy fuck, like this is crazy. And then I was finding out that like some of the people, like they had, like it was a YouTube like team, and some of them had investors, and it was like this whole other thing. And then I was going through this whole thing, like I didn't even know that like vloggers on YouTube had like actual investors in their career and shit. And like, yeah, that whole thing just blew my mind. And it was like, in a way, like I was saying with this whole comparison thing, it was like, well shit, like I don't know, like my short films probably don't look as good as theirs. Like, I don't know if like, I definitely don't have that kind of budget. Like, it was just a whole fucking downward spiral, which definitely isn't healthy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. All of these things snowballed in my mind, you know what I mean? And just started to really weigh on me. I hope the focus has been keeping up through this whole thing, because I have it on autofocus right now, so I didn't have to like keep messing with it. So I apologize if that goes out. But either way, yeah. So I had a couple like sticky notes on my laptop, so like I knew specific like points that I wanted to at least talk about, so I can get them out and like vent about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I think like another thing that was kind of messing with me in a way. It was a small thing that somebody said, but like for some it just like stuck with me. You know what I mean? It was one of those things, and they kind of have a point. Like I understood what they were saying. Where it's, you know, a lot of other vloggers or YouTubers that you watch, they like, it kind of goes back to that whole like having investors and like a team behind you or whatever. Like, you know, a lot of them through like I don't know. I don't want to say all of them, obviously, because there are a lot that have been on YouTube for a very long time and they've grown their channel and they've put a lot of hard work out there. Some people have a team behind them that either helps buy views and subscribers or helps promote them because they have certain connections. Especially in California, Hollywood is an entertainment place, and they've definitely started recognizing YouTubers, and like it's so weird to say YouTubers are like influencers or celebrities, but it happens nowadays. So, but anyway, back to the point. Excuse me. It's one of those things where, you know, a lot of vloggers or anything that you're gonna watch, they have fucking super nice houses and like, you know, the fucking all white furniture and walls and stainless steel fridges and you know what I mean? All the real, I don't know if that's fancy. By my standards, that's kind of fancy. So I don't know. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like you get to it, you're looking into almost like a quote unquote celebrity's life. Or like just somebody like that has, I don't know. I hope this is making sense to somebody. Again, I'm trying to vocalize everything that I've just been going through in a way. But yeah, it's one of those things where you're looking at like a celebrity's life, or like almost like a rich person's life in a way. But then you look at like my channel or other people that aren't like as established or whatever as that, and we're just regular people. We're on the same level as some people that are watching us, or we're below some people that are watching us because they're like, you know, just, I don't know, making more money or whatever have you. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It was a slight comment that somebody had made, and I understood what they were saying. And in the moment, I didn't really like take offense to it or anything like that. It didn't upset me. I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, you know, I think some people will find like other people for whatever other reason. But then as it went on, like it really stuck with me for some, like it started to mess with me. You know, I started questioning it and everything. Because this was at the time when I was like, you know, in a way kind of constantly having to like talk about like why I like to do the channel, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it might have just been bad timing. Who knows? But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Lately, I just was stuck in a really shit depression. And it was just, I felt like things were coming at me left and right. Things had snowballed in a way. You know what I mean? But over the past couple days at least, well, I don't know. I'd say the past couple days. Friday was kind of a little shaky. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been talking to like people about things. And just, I don't know, certain things that was just like, I don't know, put things in perspective for me in a way. So I don't know, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more motivated. And honestly, like, I don't know, in a way, like, some people might see this video and say, well, this was, like, it was unnecessary, or I probably didn't need to talk about this on the channel. But, you know, like, this channel is like a platform for me that I've used, and an outlet for me that I've used for many different things, whether it's as an outlet for like my depression, through short films, making things, or just being weird and having fun, like in the vlogs or the effects shows or variety show, whatever. It's all just been an outlet for me, whether it's the great times that I'm having fun and I get to be weird and, you know, whatever, or it's times like this where, I don't know, I feel like to move forward and get back to me being able to be weird and having fun, I kind of need to like vocalize this and kind of get this out there. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things where it's like, you know, if it's one of those things where like in my mind I have that little voice where it's like, well, what are you going to talk about if you do a video? It's like, well, you know, you can't, like what I was talking about earlier, where it's like fucking, I didn't want to like, in a way, I didn't really want to just do this video and like just that's what the vlog is about or whatever have you. As opposed to just saying, fuck it, let's just do this one video, discuss what's going on, and just fucking get through it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's happening. Or that's what has happened. And I've talked for like 17 minutes. So I apologize if this was a boring video. But yeah. To all the hooligans and everyone who reached out to me, whether it was regarding the health stuff, the depression, all the conversations, all the funny pictures or jokes that you folks sent me, or just honestly, like some people were checking up on a daily basis, just asking what, like how I've been, how I'm holding up, whatever. That all means the world to me. It really does. None of you had to do that. And you did, you know what I mean? So yeah, that means the world to me. And honestly, I can't thank you folks enough. You just, I don't know. Another example of why this hooligan squad like thing that's in my life and everything, is just, it's a beautiful thing. All you folks like in my life and everything, I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, just thank you to everybody for just reaching out, anything. I appreciate it all. Okay, so this is done. Talked about it. I hope you folks, you know, either can connect to this and like maybe somebody gets something out of it. If not, I don't know. At least I got it out. At least I got to vocalize and kind of get this stuff out of me. So yeah. Again, thank you to everybody. This is all done. I don't know what else to say. So I guess the stuff behind me here, I have a really fun video planned, like I said early, like in the beginning. I think you folks will really enjoy it. I am super excited to do it. It's actually kind of the idea that is also like re-sparked like my motivation and everything to want to like jump back in this like pool of videos. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am very excited for you folks to see that. I want to get it done tonight. So we'll see what happens. The video will be out this week. I can promise you that. Yeah. I don't know what, like, we're going to do next for the channel. It'll probably be that video. And then we'll get back to the regular schedule. Mucho love you, hooligans. Mwah! For you beautiful fat J's.